This is the RDi Fix List. Every time RDi comes out with a new version or a patch or whatever the case is to RDi, they will produce a list. And this list will show you exactly what's been added to the product. So here's 9.6, as you can see here. And in this first column right here, I have this column that says APARs/RFE. RFE stands for Request for Enhancements. And these are updates that the user community has requested to IBM to add to the product. And you can see there are a lot. And these are all delivered RFEs, suggestions that people have made to IBM, and IBM thought they were a good idea and they added it to the product. RFE, again, request for enhancements. That other word, APAR, is a fix. It actually stands for Authorized Program Analysis Report. And this is a fancy word. It simply says that if you submit an error or a defect to IBM and they find it, they will produce an APAR, which we can then track the error, how it's getting fixed in the product. But back to the RFEs. So I'm looking for the RFE right here that talks about unused local variables, things like that. This is an RFE that was delivered, and I'm going to show you IBM RDi right now. Here's RDi, and what that is right here. Wherever I have these little tick marks over here, you see this I over here. It's telling me here that this data structure, in this case zcont_nds, is not being used in the program. Here's another one right here. And all these boxes, these blue boxes over here, I can navigate different parts of my code here, and these will go to all different routines that are not being used in this program. Here's a procedure right here that's not being used in the code. But how do we communicate these to IBM? How do we tell IBM that we have a great idea for the product? How do we get that? That's done through the IBM RFE community. Let me show you how to get there. Here is the URL. It's very simple, ibm.com/developerworks/RFE. When you go there, you're going to see in a second what happens when you go there. When you go there, you'll be brought right into the entire RFE community where we can make suggestions to IBM, things like that. So let's go there now. You can see. Here's my browser. Here is the URL typed right in my browser over here. You can see it. And I am now in the IBM RFE community. Now, you have to remember that this is for all brands, all products, IBM. So we need to filter this down to the RDi one. So let me show you how to get there. Right in all brands over here, I'll click on that and I'll just scroll down. I want to go to servers and system software. And then where it says all products, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go to developer for power system, which is right there. And then I'll click on this little arrow over here, and that will bring all the RFEs up that are relevant to RDi. And it's bringing it up right now, and you can see we're there. And here they are. Here are all the RDi RFEs. And the way this works is right now I have not yet logged in, so this is only showing them to me. I can look at these and I can review them, but I can't vote on them, which is really the big power of this. What you want to do is you want to create a login. If you don't have a login, you'll do that by doing the following. You'll come down to the section over here where you can log in, where it says connect. You can sign in. Whoops, you can come over here and say register. And it's quite simple. You just create an IBM ID. It's really simple to do that. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. And once you have an IBM ID, you can then log into the system and you can then vote on things that are in the system. Now, because I already have an ID, I'm not going to create another one. So I'm going to go back over here and go back to the first screen, and I'm going to sign in using my ID. So I'll do that right now. It's going to bring the sign-on screen. It should be there in a second, and there it is. I'm now typing in my ID. And now I'll type in my password. And now I am logged in. And I know I'm logged in because now on that same screen where I previously saw my RFEs over here, or saw the RFEs, I now have another opportunity here where I can read them, drill into them, and there's also a vote key, which I like. a vote button, and I can now drill into that RFE. I can read about it and see exactly what this person is requesting. I'm reading it right here. And if I like what they're saying here, I can then go back here and I can actually, that's a good idea. And I can say vote. And I'll say vote right there, voted. And that's it. It's really incumbent upon us to communicate with IBM. I go to so many different sessions and I hear people asking me about RDI. Can it do this? Can it do that? And in some cases, or many cases sometimes, the answer is no. And my response is, that's a perfect idea for an RFE. And it costs you nothing. And I will tell you that it's very rewarding to have your own idea implemented into the product. So look into the RFE community. It's worth your time. And this is a great way to add enhancements to the product, your own ideas, and to make it fully functional and really make RDI a world-class application development tool. And lastly, on this same screen, I want to point out that I can search for existing RFEs, and there's also a submit button over here, and that will bring up a whole prompt where I can submit new ideas and new RFEs to IBM. So take advantage of these, see what you have out there, see what IBM offers you. There's a lot of things you can put in here, and it's really a great resource for us.